Hi everybody, welcome back to Positive Bluebird. My son and I might have the tax credit apartment, and we will find out probably later today or sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I spoke with the assistant manager of the complex, and he said that they received my last portion of documents by fax, and we should know something soon. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. We're getting excited. Um, this has been a major experience for the two of us. Being homeless for the last couple of months and in this hotel, we have been blessed with the public and people like you and Facebook and social media all over the board and the nice, kind public here at the hotel. We're not the only ones homeless here. There's been dozens, and it's an epidemic here in Colorado and across the U.S. and probably around the world. So I've been the strongest that I can be. I might have dozens of health conditions and chronic kidney diseases, but I don't show it and I don't act it. It's because I will remain strong for my son, for my animals, and most of all for myself. Like I said, I never experienced this before. In a way, I'm glad I did so that I can have a better look on what people are facing in my home state of 43 years. You know, when I was a teenager, I used to be mad at the public that were homeless and holding up signs, or disabled people, you know, with wheelchairs. And it was because I was raised that way. I was raised with bigotry and hatred and racism, and I had to change that because after having my son 16 years ago, I myself became disabled. I became chronically sick with autoimmunity and kidney diseases and you name it. And I'm living it. But I am living proof that I don't ever let anything stop me. I don't give up. I don't let a man ruin my life or run my life. Only I can run my life of the way that I feel is healthy, in the direction of positivity. And I am living proof that if I'm disabled, anybody can live the life that I have had and not give up. And I hope that I give you all that message that you have to be strong for your kids, but most of all, you have to put yourself first so that you can put your children first as well. If we lay in bed and do nothing and be sad, depressed, we won't get anywhere. So I hope that my journey has given you all power and strength to keep moving forward. And I thank all of you on my channel that have come over here to give me great encouragement. It means a lot. And the people here at this hotel that work here or have been living here have been awesome. We've run into a few people that have caused some problems, but, you know, they've been kicked out. They've learned a hard lesson. So, sorry. I was trying to see. Oh, it's Poison. I've been playing 80's music, and yeah, I have 80's hair. You know, I have 80's makeup and 80's necklace and clothing. I really don't care. That's my generation. It's Poison. Nothing but a good time. Oh gosh, that takes me way back. Yeah, I used to be in a band. I don't know if any of you know that, but in one of my other videos a while back, I explained that I used to be in a band. If that hasn't given you any inclination to me being stuck in the 80s. But yeah, my band was awesome, and they taught me a lot about music and rock and roll and playing the guitar. I used to have an electric guitar. It wasn't anything major or expensive. It was my first guitar. It was a Harmony EST beginner's guitar, and I ended up giving it away to one of my managers at the Olive Garden in Highlands Ranch that I used to work at up until my son was born. And I gave it to him for free. I mean, it wasn't worth anything, I don't think. I mean, maybe the years and being vintage might add some value to it. I got it in 1988. Started playing it around 1990. I think it was because I was mad at my parents. I wanted an amplifier. You know, in order to play rock and roll, you got to have an amplifier. And my parents were like, no, it's too loud. So I got one of those bumper stickers and I put it on my bedroom door. And it said, if it's too loud, you're too old. And if any of you are smiling right now and remember that, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Well, anyway, I have been on an amazing journey. I've had my ups and downs. My son and I have had our ups and downs here in this hotel with each other. You know, stress will do that to you when you're homeless and trying to do what you need to do to keep going and find housing and, you know, find income and food. All of that stuff has been a real challenge for me and for my son. But this is my second time of being a single parent. It's a little bit easier because he's a teenager. There are some areas that are difficult for a teenager, but we're going to make it happen. So if we get this apartment, it's going to be an hour away from his high school. He wants to continue to go to that school, and that's fine. I thought that in the mornings I feel my best because I have my heavier pain meds still in my system from the night before. So I figured, you know, I could take the dog and he and I can have our mornings where I could bring my coffee and we can take our little walks for me to take him to the public transit. It is about maybe 20 to 25 minutes away. And then he has to be on the bus for an hour to get to his school. You know, I really give that kid some credit. This is what he wants to do, to remain in his home school. It's not going to be his home school if we move to Arvada, but it's the school that he's familiar with and has a lot of friends at, and that's fine. So I'm going to compromise. I'm going to walk him to the bus stop, and yeah, we're going to make this happen. So eventually we'll get our stuff out of storage, one day at a time. So I got to figure that part out with some income and finances, and I got to find a really good moving company because the last one, I'm not going to say their name. Oh my gosh. It looks like the Taj Mahal in the storage unit. We're talking like chairs and stuff are stacked in a shape that I can't describe, but it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The rest is like the Taj Mahal. It's a little crazy in there. But once we get to the new apartment, I'll probably sleep on an air mattress permanently because my room is going to be super small. The complex was built in 1972, so I'm going to compromise and give my son the bigger room. He's going to have a very large walk-in closet for all of his collectibles, and I get a little storage closet that's pretty awesome. You can walk into it, and I'm going to set up my Wizard of Oz collection, and yeah. So I'm excited, you guys. We are 99% in, and you guys have been praying for us and pulling for us, and I thank you all who have stuck by me on my channel. I think I'm at 91 subscribers now versus 2 months ago when my husband left us. I think I was only at 45 subscribers, and I thank all of you for being a huge support for us. Um, I'm super excited to build my channel on more positivity, more encouragement, more quotes and art and drawings, and eventually when I get my sewing machine out, I will set that up. That's going to take a little time. Like I said, we have to find movers and get the rest of our belongings over at the apartment. I'm praying to God that it's going to go through. I think it is. You know, they sounded excited for me, the apartment managers. So I've got pieces of government that are going to help pay the first month's rent and the deposit. And then from there, I will be able to pay it 100% very easily. And yeah, I've survived. My son has survived. The animals are coming with us. I'm emotional right now because we didn't know where we were going to go. November 10th, when my husband left and decided that he needs to go work on himself, he took our stepdaughter, my stepdaughter, with him. And I'm praying to God that she's doing good. And Shiloh, if you're watching, I love you and I miss you. And I know you're angry. I know you hate me right now and you're mad. It's totally normal. But I pray that when you're a little bit older, you will come find us. You are always welcome back into our life, and you'll always be in my heart. Yeah, I thank that church down the road that put us in here and has helped us along the way and helped us pay some rent. And I thank you so much for not leaving us, because I know you said that it's been difficult to make some payments, but I thank you so much. And thank you for not letting us be out in the winter. We had our first Christmas here in the hotel. It's been difficult, but we have made it work. We've made it happen. And if I can do it with at least 10 different health conditions and kidney diseases and stage 3 and 4 of my kidney diseases and near relapse, I think all of you can do it too. I hope that I have been an inspiration for you, because all of you have been an inspiration for me to get up every morning and thank God that I'm still alive. And I will continue this fight till the end. I will not leave you guys. I will continue this journey. So thank you all so very, very much. Yeah. Welcome to the Jungle is next. I don't know. Maybe it's been a jungle, hasn't it? Oh my gosh. All the concerts that I can remember back in the day. I did not go to Guns N' Roses. I don't think my parents allowed me to. I think that's why they were mad at me. And they didn't want to give me that amplifier with my guitar, is because I was listening to Guns N' Roses and Metallica all the time. And they were just mad. And I'm like, hey, you know, rock and roll. It's my generation. I was born in the early 70s and a teenager in the 80s. What do you expect, right? Anyway. One of these days I'll share some 80s stories with you guys. Yeah, I really enjoyed my band, and they taught me a lot about rock and roll history and playing guitar and singing professionally, and my teacher at ACC College. Yeah, but anyway, you guys, thank you very much. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go relax. Pray I get that phone call later today or sometime this week that it's going to be time to move here pretty soon. And thank you to my former father-in-law who has helped us, you know, and my mother-in-law for providing food when we didn't have much. And to my son, who has been my rock to keep going and getting up every single day for you. I'm doing this for you, buddy. And thank you for telling me I'm your rock, because you've been my rock. And we both have to stick together, and I'm glad that we both are inspiring to one another. I love you guys, and peace out. Make it a positive rest of your day, and have a good Wednesday, everybody. I will chat with you probably later today or sometime tomorrow. Love you. Stay positive.